Hey everybody, it's Riker Rider, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Land 2. Today we are going to begin a much easier rickety race than there was in Donkey Kong Country 2. It's still fast, but you have a lot more reaction time than you did in Donkey Kong Country 2. Unfortunately, this stage will still eat up your lives like you wouldn't believe. There are also a lot fewer competitors and they're a lot easier to catch. No bonuses. There aren't any bonuses either, and you get the DK coin at the end if you get first place. Oh, that was lame. Oh, wow, that was lucky. Oh, I knocked him off. Just one more to go. Come on, don't blow it now. Awesome. Wait, where'd the target go? There it is. You know, I'm gonna save my game just in case something goes wrong in Bramble Scramble, because it's Bramble freaking Scramble. And we get Funky's Flights after this. So I think, after this stage, if I lose too many lives, I'm going to end up going back to the first world with Funky's Flights. And going back to the first stage and getting some lives, like I said, was a good place to get lives. I told you this game was hard. And there are a lot of parallels to the original Bramble Scramble in this stage. Especially with the difficulty. I don't think it's as hard as the SNES one, but it's still up there. Although I don't think there's a hidden squitter barrel in this one. I would recommend flying slowly for most of the stage so you don't run into the zingers. Since, you know, you obviously have less time to react to them. And just hazards in general, because of the way the screen scrolls and the way everything on the screen is positioned, you do have a lot less time to react. No hidden bonus stages to look out for until after you lose Squawks. The heck? Did I go the wrong way? I must have. Yeah, I've never actually been down there before. Couldn't really be bothered to fully explore this stage. And of course I get hit as soon as I get a DK barrel. Oh, there's something up here. Or there was. Whatever. Okay. Now, if I recall, there's a bonus up here. I'm gonna have to get at it this way, aren't I? Ah! Yeah, there is a bonus up there. So, Magic Celebration. I had the worst Magic Celebration ever on, I don't even know when this video is gonna go up. It was, like, it's not gonna go up for a while today. What is today, the 9th? So yeah, the 8th. When I went to Magic Celebration, I had the worst experience ever. Magic Celebration is that free event they do every core set. like that free Minimaster event where you basically you get a booster pack and 3 of each basic land. You don't even look at the card. You just open the pack, shuffle the cards up, add the 15 lands, and play. And every round you win, you get a pack, and you get to add more cards to your deck. Well, the pack I had to play with had literally no way to win. I had, what? What was my only creature? Mog Flunkies? I had all the removal in the world. The pack had like a Doomblade, a Pacifism, an Encrust, all kinds of great spells that you would normally like to see in a limited environment. But I mean, I had a Chandra's Fury, a Searing Spear, like just all these amazing removal spells. But I literally had no way to win the game. As it turns out, the opponent for my first round was in exactly the same boat. He had a bunch of great removal and utility spells, but literally every single one of his creatures had Defender. And in Magic Celebration you play. Oh, wow, that was unusual. I thought there was bonus up there. The way we had our Magic Celebration set up is they're untimed rounds. There's our bonus. Alright, Magic Celebration stupidity. My first round opponent for the event, he was in this... Whatever, I'll just go back and do it again. He was in the same boat I was with his deck. He had, like, literally all of his creatures had Defender. I mean, oh wait, I guess my deck technically did have one way to win. I could cast Mog Flunkies and then cast Switcheroo to try to steal my opponent's one big creature and attack for the win, but we all know how likely that was to happen. So, he had no creatures that... So neither of us had any creatures that could attack. And it was still a 20 life game. I mean, if it was like a 10 or 15 life game, then maybe I could burn him out, but that was about it. It was stupid. So, since they were untimed matches, and in the first round of a Minimaster, in the first round of Mini-Masters, where you only have 30 cards, since you only have a 30-card deck, it's impossible to deck out. So it was, what's the word I'm looking for? It was mathematically impossible for either of us to lose the game. PK coin should be up here. Yeah, it was impossible for either of us to lose the game. Or rather, not lose, it was impossible for either of us to win the game because we didn't have any creatures that could do damage, and we didn't have any permanents that could do damage over time either. Neither of us could deck out, so... Because we had seen all of our spells, I came over to the, I made a judge call and asked what was going on with what the deal was with the game, because we suspected there was no way for us to finish. Both of us had drawn all our spells, and we had realized that, what was it? like, we had drawn all our spells, and we realized that we could not play. Because neither of us had any creatures that could attack. So the judge came over and asked us to play the rest of the game until both of us had drawn all the cards in our deck, so that he could verify that we didn't have so we could verify that none of us had a way to win. And what happened? You know what? I've got enough lives. I think I'm going to move on to Mudhole Marsh for now. And yeah. If anything, if I need to, I'll just farm lives in between this video and the next. Now, regarding that match, what happened is, after we had drawn all our decks, the judge was stunned. Like, he couldn't believe that neither of us had a way to win. So he sat there trying to figure out, you know, what to do, because our mini-master, because of time constraints, we didn't start until 1 o'clock, and he had to pass out the product, like, seat us to pass out the product, make a bunch of announcements about, like, upcoming stuff. And then he realized that it was almost 1:30 by the time we actually got the pairings up, and the Legacy players were coming at 3 o'clock to play Saturday Legacy. So instead of running 4 rounds of Swiss that he wanted to run originally, since we had 28 people, he had to run a 28-man single elimination event. And he felt kind of bad about what happened, but he felt bad for us because we didn't have any win conditions. Like, we just didn't have a way to deal damage to each other, so that game would theoretically go, since it was untimed, the game could theoretically go on forever. You know, with just both of us passing our turns over and over again, because we had no way to deal damage to each other. I mean, the opponent's deck was really good defensively. I mean, he had a Fog Bank, which is one of the best creatures you can have for, it's like one of the best defensive creatures you can have for a limited period. But he had no way to, neither of us had a way to mount an offense. So after we had drawn all our cards, the judge came to our table, and, he came to our table again after we'd drawn our decks, and we showed him, we showed each other our hands too, because this was a crazy unlikely event. Had to be at least 10,000 to 1 for the two of us to open our booster packs, find that we didn't have any creatures, and play against each other. Like, it was just unbelievable. And when he saw that we had no way to win, our judge had no clue what to do. But because we didn't have a whole lot of time, and it was a single elimination event, so he couldn't just pass both of us on. I mean, it wouldn't work out because of the number of people. If it had been a different number of people, then maybe, but because of the time constraints of the tournament, he ended up ruling it as a double loss. Which really made my day sour. And the second guy, the guy I played against, it was his first time playing Magic. So he found that he couldn't play the game because he didn't open a single creature that he could attack with, so he had no way to win the game. And then the judge comes over and says that it's a double loss, and it's because it's a single elimination tournament. He was asked to leave after coming in under the. But he came in, and all of us really came in under the pretense that this would be 4 rounds of Swifts. Every win you got was an extra pack. But he ran it as a single elimination event just because we did not have the time to play. We did not have the time to play a proper tournament because we had to be out of there by 3. And running a 28-man tournament in an hour and a half is simply unfeasible. Even because if you account for 5 minutes of downtime between each round, that would be 14-minute rounds, which just don't work. The hell? Okay, guys, you know what? I'm just gonna go farm lives. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry that took so long. But I've got plenty of lives again. I went ahead and filled up the whole bar, just barely though, so I don't have any more lives than that. 18 should be plenty to get me through this world and the next. And then if I need to, I can just do it again after, what's it? I can just do it again after this world and the next world if need be. Now, part of the reason why I had no creatures in that mini master is it real. God damn it! I missed the bonus barrel. What went a really long way in making that stupid nonsense happen was dumbass. My rare slot was taken up by an Omniscience, which while a good constructed card, I mean it's played in it's the namesake in one of the best legacy decks right now, No One Tell. Though it is a good constructed card and an awesome casual card, the problem with Omniscience in Limited is it's basically a wasted rare slot, being 10 mana and doing nothing on its own. Like, Omniscience is only good with other degenerate cards. I mean, basically what Omniscience does is you basically pay 10 mana to get infinite mana that you can only spend on spells from your hand. Now the problem with that, like I said, is you have to have other degenerate cards. And if you're spending 10 mana on something, it better win the game. Because without acceleration, you have to wait until turn 10 to play it, or you have to have some way to circumvent that 10 mana cost, which is what they do in Legacy. Now, sorry, I was just checking where the location of the bonus level and the DK coin were. Thankfully, there's no King Zing in Ramby Rumble this time around. They just couldn't program him. Now, it wasn't just the wasted rare slot. Wasted rare slots happen all the time in Limited, especially Especially with the way set design has been going. I mean, there are just some cards like rare lands that aren't designed for, constructed. And, that brings up another point. Why do there have to be rare, pure mana-fixing lands? Okay, hold left here for a DK coin. Now that should be everything in this world. Don't die now. There we go. Okay, now another thing I wanted to bring up, like I was talking about why rare lands need to exist. They don't. I mean, if you don't want... I understand the point of not wanting to ruin Limited with lands, but the thing I have with that is you feel worse is when you're playing in a limited event, you feel worse about opening, what is it? Oh, getting this last hit's a pain in the ass. Oh, there we go. There we go. You know what? I completely lost track of time during that fight. So I think I'm going to have to pick up our discussion of what the problem with Magic Limited formats is next time on Let's Play Donkey Kong Land 2. See you later, guys!